Hey, what's up, guys? It's Steve here for day 33 of the 48-46 day challenge. Before I actually start today's challenge, I'm gonna go back to yesterday's challenge somewhat because it occurred to me that I forgot to actually mention like the different types of fans that there were. I mean, this is mostly how I think of what the general levels of fans are. So the most simple fans, I would have to say it would be the class 1 or just like fans that became that like a song or two when they listen to like the radio or stuff, like the very simple kind of fans. Then 2, I would have to say class 2. They're just above them are the core fans, and essentially the core fans know some of the members' names. They know the songs, the majority of the songs, or a good amount of the songs, I should say. They know some chants and they buy some merchandise. That's what I would consider like a core fan, which once again is just be above the simple fan. And then for the class 3, which is above the core fans, I would label the hardcore fans. Like I labeled myself yesterday, I would consider myself part of the hardcore fans. Um, they, us hardcore fans, know a decent amount of the members, uh, and we know a decent amount of the song names. We know a very good amount of the mixes. Like the only mix that I don't really know personally is the teammate mix for like the Yonjanana. That is the only mix that I have yet to really am able to do, because one, it's not often usually done except for that song and some teammate songs, so that's literally the only mix that I don't really know. Um, and then the most top tier level 4, even though I put Yeo just a little below it, like he's a very serious hardcore fan. And then the top of it is the Woda, the most hardcore of the hardcore fans. Almost like the Wodas know like every member, every song, all the chants, and just buy a crap ton of merchandise, be it just for being a Haka-Oshi for like their group, or just buying a crap ton of their Oshi merchandise. Um, yeah, that's what I would consider the classes. So I'm sorry I didn't bring that up in yesterday's video, as I was sort of rushing it a little bit, and I apologize for that. So I just wanted to clarify some of like the levels within what I would consider like the fans. Now going on to the actual challenge today, um, it's for my favorite PV, and it was really hard to choose this. My favorite PV, obviously, because there's as many PVs as, well, that's not true. There's not as many PVs as songs, because usually the songs that get PVs are the ones that on the singles. But granted, there's a lot of PVs from all the 48-46 groups. And I'm just gonna do this by like mention a couple of the PVs per group somewhat. There's only I think I don't have HKT and STU in here, but yeah, and I had to write them down this time because it took me a while, because I would have forgotten a bunch of these, to be honest, if I would just have went it off my head, which I know it's probably best not to be somewhat scripted. I mean, this isn't really going scripted, is it? There's just like lines, as you can see, OFU and so. So for AKB wise, for my favorite PVs, it would be probably my favorite actually out of AKBs would be Boku Tachi wa Tatakawa wa Nai. The PV is absolutely amazing in quality. The cinematography of that PV is like high movie quality filming, at least in when it comes to the what the hell is it? Uh like 1080p and like I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I forgot that. But video quality, has very very high video quality. The fight scenes in the PV were absolutely fantastic. The PV in itself is symbolic, as you can interpret the PV many ways. Because as you know, there was that group of terrorists that came in and wrecking havoc on the stage in the beginning of the PV, and it was basically them fighting back, and it was just showing the how terrible, you know, fighting is, obviously being symbolic to the song as well. And then we also have Paradu awakening a dove, which is like a symbol of peace, but then again, it's also caged inside. So you have a huge amount of symbolism within the PV in itself. So I would say Bokutachi wa Takawa Nai would be maybe my favorite. Other ones, Seneca Kotaba, Takahashi Minami's graduation PV, because that PV had so much symbolism in it. Like, no joke. Like, it had references from previous AKB singles in it, and just seeing, like, all the stuff that brought her together as a member, and what was it was very symbolic. Very, very symbolic. And then other ones I would say is Love Trips PV. I really loved Love Trips PV because it was very, very heartfelt, and every time I watch the PV, it makes me absolutely happy and smile on the inside. Um, because it's just so cute. Um, and then another one would be the original PV of Beginner. If you guys don't know, it is really hard to find the original PV of Beginner, because it was, from what I remember slash heard slash read, is that the Beginner PV was actually banned because it was too graphic per se. That's why it's hard to find the original PV, and that's why the original PV is not up on AKB's official channel. And I'm really disappointed in the way that they did the dance version of the PV, because it's not a dance version, because the song gets interrupted with terrible pauses of them talking. Like, it's not. But the original PV is freaking great. I'm just saying that the original PV is great. Now going on to SK, I would have to say my favorite PV for SK is Gonna Jump. For the reason is that PV is literally a live performance PV. Like, if you watch that PV, you would understand, because the crowd is so into it in that PV. The crowd is so loud, and it's just an amazing PV, just overall, just to listen and to watch how they performed and how the crowd just made it, the PV, all the much better. And then if I had some other choices, Mirai Towa, the way how it symbolically represented the song of, like I talked about this before, is since the song is what is the future, and then them doing the whole entire song essentially in reverse backwards gave it a great symbolism and metaphor to the PV, which I thought was really great that they did. It made it really unique. And then also, another one would be Kinoi Ginoi. Um, the PV is dark. I know that SK has had more darker PVs, which is kind of weird for me to say, because Kinoi Ginoi is like a darkish atmospheric tone PV. Because I know that songs like what was it song? Give Me Your Secret or something like that. And Sekai ga Naiteru, like those songs are also really dark PVs. And yeah, that's for SK. NMB, either Kamonagix, as you know, dance heavy, mainly for the dance version, I would have to say, than the actual original one. Then the other two, Nagaichi, that is a Mizuki single, and then maybe Ibiza Girl, cause yeah, maybe Ibiza Girl from one of their albums. Um, like I said, no HKT, as I don't think I've really ever watched an HKT music video or PV, to be honest. Maybe I think the only ones I watched was Need Jubio. I think. Uh, let's see. And then NGT, the second single, amazing uh, video quality and film work, and that PV, very, very high quality. It was very high quality. So that's why it's my favorite NGT PV. Can't say anything on STU yet, as they don't really have a lot of PVs. Um, Now going on to the 46 side, kind of like NMB, to be honest, I haven't really watched a lot of Nogi PVs, if I had to be honest. Like I said, like, I don't know what it is, like, haven't really listened to a lot of Nogi songs, and haven't really watched any Nogi PVs, which is kind of sad at the same time for me to say that, as I have literally 3 albums worth of music on my phone and computer, and I just don't know why I have not even really began to even watch no UPVs, but the ones I would have to say are my favorite is, once again, I know I'm like a broken record here. Ima Hanashitai Daraka ga Iru. That PV was really, it was a really nice PV, going along with Nishino being either deaf, or yeah, she was deaf, so they had to do the sign language. Just the whole story of that was really good with Shirashima and the rest of the group. It was just really nice PV for me. Let's see, other ones would be either Taiyo Knock. I think I watched that PV a couple of times. It was, but the PV was centered more around Ikomorina, if I remember correctly. Um, And then probably maybe my favorite Nogi PV would be Suki no Okisa. That song was used as the Naruto Shippuden opening 14. Um, it was just very uh, creative, I guess, for the PV. It wasn't the highest quality, obviously. For the PV wasn't as a high quality PV, but I just liked it in general. And then going on to my favorite Kayaki PVs. Uh, Once again, I'm going to sound like a broken record when it comes to Nogi 2. I know, I'm sorry. Eccentric's PV was is amazing. With and is it symbol? It's kind of symbolic. Just the way that it was filmed was great. Fukiwon showing off, making the dance look epic as hell. And then another PV that I added would be Momore e Karoka from Goddess of Ware, because that PV is really dark. If you have seen it, you understand how we keep on saying Keaki just keeps on, or Kanji Keaki just keeps on getting like darker and darker with their PVs, and it's amazing when Kanji Keaki does that, because it just works really, really, really well. So sorry if this video wasn't good, and sorry before how I forgot to explain like the types of classes of the fans. I would like to apologize for that. Once again, as my roommate was here, so I couldn't so I had to rush things outside, because there was literally people in front of me walking towards me, and then people that were in back of me walking faster than me coming towards me. So I ended the video early there, so I couldn't really explain. So I'm sorry for that if none of you really could understand that. And yeah, that's about it that's it for this video. Tomorrow's video is going to be on my let's see, a song that makes me cry. So that should be an interesting video. So I mean, I'm just gonna say this: there's definitely multiple songs that have made me cry. So I'll be naming off a bunch of songs that have made me cry tomorrow in general. So yeah, subscribe to the channel. Is we're still small, and anything and everything we really care about. Comment where your guys's um favorite PVs are, because I know that there's a bunch and bunch of PVs that I've not listed that were actually really really good. So I'd like to know what your guys' favorite PVs are, and also you can say what type of fan you are. As like I said before, I was stupid and I didn't like label the classes of what fans, the type of fans there were according to me. So you can tell me what kind of fan you are too in the comments. Like the video, that would be really appreciated as well. And until tomorrow, guys, thank you.